Hello and welcome to Market Psychology 101, where we look for value in the markets when there's fear and are cautious when there's green. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and some price levels to watch for. Now, Bitcoin recently has broken out of this inverse head and shoulders. You can see that trend line here, and we are now wicking above it. And as far as price targets go, I'm going to show you some macro and micro price targets to watch for. Macro-wise, when we take a look at this gigantic fib that we have here, drawn from the high to the low from 2021 to 2022, you can see that our fib targets are all the way up at around 155K. That is the 2618. I am expecting Bitcoin to have a top somewhere between 155 and 210,000. That is the 2618 to 3618. The 1618 was down here at 102K. Now, zooming in, taking a look at some price targets in the near term, what we can do is we can also draw a fib from our most recent high to low, which we will do right now together. So we have this high at around 112K and this low that was around 98, 99K. And we'll take a look at some of those price targets. Take your fib off log when you are on log scale, and you'll see that micro time frame wise, here are some of those extensions. So possibly watch for Bitcoin to stall at some of these golden ratio targets. That's what our fib indicator's for. And these targets would be at around 120K, 133. And again, we have some micro fib targets that are all the way up by this macro 2618 at 155K. I do believe eventually we will see Bitcoin get up that high. Now, taking a look at some macro price targets once again. So we have the 2618 at 155K. We also have a couple other indicators. We have our log regression indicator, and we also have our pi cycle indicator. And taking a look at those on our chart, you can see that log regression that also matches up with that 2618 to 3618, 155 to 200K. And we also have this upper pi cycle moving average that is in between that range as well. So last couple cycles, you can see how Bitcoin got in the upper area of those log regressions. That is overall my macro cycle price target, but just I think it's important to keep in mind some of those other micro levels that we could hit up until that time.